world is ruling by Shokan. 80% out of 100 is kind. Really don't care about time, bitter like lime. Making sure victory mine. Got the fury like Liu Kane. Calling demands like the cues on your blade. Hold Johnny back so he stay in the cage. Raiding his mad, causing thunder and rain. Power and rage. Gotta make sure I'm staying with the mission. Fighting for the good, always cause ambition. Health bar full.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your girl Tosh, aka Coco Bone, coming at you guys with not a reaction, but another review video, honey. And this is Baddies South, episode 5, okay? So I don't got really much more to say. I just want to go ahead and get straight into this review. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. So in the first scene, we're picking off from the last episode, which was Chrisean getting into it with the new girl, Scotty Too Hottie with the body, or just Scotty. I'm not gonna keep saying Scotty Too Hottie with the body, but yeah, she got into it with Scotty already because Chrisean felt like, oh well, you know, you coming in here not humble, and you coming in here talking about something, oh, you gonna run this. First of all, Chrisean, don't put words in people's mouths, boo. Natalie Nunn said that she runs the South. Scotty, came in and said she wants to make money and have a good time. Now, I do love Chrisean, but everybody knows I'm not biased. I'm not kissing no ass on my platform for anybody. Chrisean, in my opinion, was being a little bit of a hater. I don't know why, but whenever pretty women meet another pretty woman, it's just in their hateful spirit. I'm not gonna say in their spirit, because my non-jealous, I love beautiful women having ass will want to hang out with you because you're beautiful. But that's another story for another time. However, I do feel that Chrisean a little bit was hating on Scotty. And she does admit that she is a pretty girl, but she claims that she didn't like her intro. I just think that Chrisean was looking for a reason to not like her because she is pretty. Like, yeah, you're admitting she's pretty, but you're still also feeling some type of way because she's pretty. And this type of shit right here is the reason why I don't fuck with bitches. Like, I really don't. As I've said in my previous videos, you gotta be a genuine woman for me to fuck with you, because a lot of women are jealous, catty, envious, conniving, insecure, and most importantly of all, fake. Okay, so those are 6 flaws that makes me sick about women, okay, or about bitches. So yes, like, I really do feel like Chrisean was like hating a little bit on Scotty, but hopefully these two can make amends, because it's really not that fucking serious. It's actually very petty, and I just hope these two can just get along for the sake of the house and just turn up. So in the midst of this scene, that's when Natalie decides to hop in the conversation between Scotty and Chrisean, and she's assuring Chrisean that, listen, she just want to turn up, but she's not afraid to stand up for herself. So I did like how, you know, Natalie had to kind of like jump in there to kind of help out Scotty against Chrisean, because I do love Chrisean, but in this moment I do feel like she was being a tad bit of a little bit of a hater. Like, I don't understand it. Like, she was giving hater vibes from the rip, you know what I'm saying? All because it's a new pretty woman coming in. I really hate when women do that shit, you know? Me, I see a beautiful woman, I'm like, hey, yes, honey, we about to turn up and look. What? Cute, bitch. That's how I am when I see beautiful women. Like, as a matter of fact, you ain't pretty, you can't be my motherfucking friend. But I'm just saying, like, for most women, they hate on other pretty women. Like, it's just weird. Even if they're pretty their damn selves, because Chrisean is definitely not ugly by far. Missing tooth or not, she's still a bad bitch. But for some weird reason, she felt the need to hate just a little bit on Scotty. So I was glad that Natalie Nunn kind of got in and, you know, spoke up for Scotty. Then that's when you see Bree in her confession being like, look, Scotty is talking about she know where the ballers is, so where they at though? And all the rest of the women are agreeing that they are open to getting to know Scotty. They're not going to be fake with her, or at least, you know, Elijah and the others that just met her. But Jayla also says that she also hung out with Scotty before, so she's very excited for Scotty to be a part of the Baddies South brand, okay? But Rolly, however, is still pissed off about Ann, and she's saying in her confessional, the bitch got one time, honey. She got one time, honey, and already from the rip, she gon' zeus snatch that bitch up. She gon' snatch that bitch up and Scotty even try it, boo. But however, Slim is also willing to get to know her and whatnot. And Ann is still upset that she got the smack of down put on her by Rolly. So in the next scene, that's when you see Rolly is explaining her side of the story to Natalie Nunn about what the hell took place and how it led up to the fight that happened between Rolly and Ann. And that's when all the rest of the girls decided to chime in because Ann tried to argue with Rolly in that moment. And that's when all the rest of the girls decided to chime in and start arguing with Ann, basically calling her a weirdo. And I do agree that Ann is bringing all this on herself. She's trying to play the victim card now, like, oh, y'all ganging up on me, but sis, nobody ganged up on you until you started the fight. You started the fight with Persuasion. You started the fight with Bree. Well, with Bree, you started that from the moment your ass even entered the before y'all entered the house. You over here talking about, oh, are you an escort? So you been started with Bree. That was the first one you started with. And then now you started with Rolly. And then you started with Jayla. So you got 4 people, 4 bitches mad at you. Now you're the victim? Bitch, you started it. You started all the drama. Like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck is wrong with Ann? Like, I'm really starting to think there's something like mentally like off up there. Like she got 2 or maybe 3 screws loose up in that bitch up here because the bitch ain't making no sense, y'all. I'm sorry. I really tried my hardest to like Ann because she's a black girl, pretty black girl, but she's really getting on my last motherfucking nerve. And the bitch ain't making no motherfucking sense, okay? And I don't blame the girls for being mad at Ann. But thankfully, there's a new girl in the house and that's Scotty. So she's not going to have no biased opinion towards Ann. So hopefully that will be Ann's only friend. But if Scotty ends up whooping Ann's ass, I would not be shocked. But yeah, you guys, they just basically, you know, Ann along with the rest of the girls is just telling Natalie what happened. And that's when Natalie started to go down the long line of the girls in the house saying, how you feel about Ann? And everybody except for Scotty and Krishan, surprisingly, is saying that they don't fuck with her. So, you know, go figure. So in the next scene, that's when you see Scotty, Ann, and Natalie Nunn all going outside. You know, basically Natalie is having a little pep talk with Ann and Scotty. This scene was so fucking produced. You could tell that that scene was strictly set up by producers, yo. Like, I never in my life has seen such a fake ass, obvious, produced having ass scene. But, you know, Natalie is just telling Scotty and Ann about, you know, basically getting to know one another. You know, Scotty's the only one that's not against Ann. So that's all that was about. Nobody don't really care. Moving on. So in the next scene, that's when you see all the original bad girls from Bad Girls Club, which was Jayla, Bree, Persuasion, and Natalie Nunn all getting on this little mini boat. You know, you don't always gotta get on a yacht just to have fun. Honey, just the fact that you in the middle of the ocean, twerking, drinking, turning the fuck up with a Dutch? Bitch! I need to vacate. But yes, like, they just turning up, having girl time, having fun, looking cute. But yeah, y'all, that's what's going on for that scene. So in the next scene, that's when you see Ann and Scotty. They playing a little outside game and whatnot. And Ann is recapping about why the girls don't like her. She's trying to tell her side to Scotty about why in the fuck all the girls want to whoop her ass. But honestly, Ann, boo-boo. Boo-boo. You can fool Scotty, but you can't fool the girls in the house. And most importantly of all, you can't fool us in the world, okay? We seen the fuckery your ass was on, bitch. You started all the fights, bitch. You started it all. Why are you trying to pretend like, oh, they're just somehow just so against you for no reason? I don't fucking know. But bitch, you started the fucking fights. Like, what the fuck, Ann? But anyway, you guys, that was it for that scene. Moving on, because I can't. I fucking can't. So in the next scene, that's when it pans back to the bad girls, you know, Natalie, Bree, Persuasion, and Jayla out on the boat in the middle of the ocean or lake somewhere. And you know, they having their drinks, turning up, and they just kind of talking about how they feeling Scotty so far, and they still not feeling Ann. And it has worked everybody's last nerve. Jayla mentioned how they gonna put a note on her door saying we all went out. The link is in our bio. Because Ann keeps saying to the whole cast The link in my bio. She need to make a t-shirt and brand that shit out of that shit. Cause she won't stop fucking saying that. Like, the link is in my bio, bitch. But yeah, y'all, that's really it for that scene. They just, you know, basically went back to turning up, having girl time, flashing people with their nice ass titties, you know, or natural ass titties, whatever. And they're just having a good fucking time. So now in the next scene, that's when you see Rolly, Slim, and Krishan sitting by the little green dirty ass lake, in Rolly words. And you know, they out there smoking they Dutch, which I'm gonna do later on. In the scene, chilling, you feel me? I don't know why Krishan came out and started eating like a fucking caveman. Like, I really don't know what sis is going through, but somebody gotta teach sis some guidance, honey. Like, girl. Like, girl, why are you coming out eating like your ass ain't ate in a whole 2 weeks, bitch? Why are you coming out like that? I don't fucking know. I don't know if y'all noticed that. But anyway, y'all, moving on. So in the midst of this scene, they just basically recapping about Scotty coming in, and Krishan is saying that she really think that she's pretty, but she just didn't like her intro, which AKA hating. I'm sorry. In my heart and in my opinion, this is my opinion, in my opinion, I do feel Krishan, again, a little bit was hating on Scotty as soon as she walked in. I don't know why bitches got this weird ass thing where when they see another bad bitch, they hate on them. But I've already have explained how I felt about that in the very beginning. I'm not gonna re-explain that shit again. I just find that very fucking weird. In the next scene, that's when you see all the rest of the bad girls pull up. Natalie, Persuasion, Jayla, and Bree pulling up on the boat, and they twerking. You know, they getting it. They in their bag. They are so in their bag to where Krishan decided to be in her bag, and she was twerking like, I really liked that moment. I liked how their good energy made Krishan, Rolly, and Slim not being the bad energy they once were when they was on, you know, the little ledge smoking they little Dutch by the little green ass lake and shit. So I was really happy to see all the girls just be happy and they turning the fuck up. So now in the last scene, surprisingly, I did not see this coming, but Krishan is now going against Natalie Nunn, and Natalie is getting pissed. She is getting livid because she feel that Krishan keeps talking over her. And you know, I ain't gonna lie, I do fuck with Krishan, but she do still have a little bit of immature ways, which is expected. She's 21, and some people be like,
we don't want to hear that as an excuse. She should still know better and know how to act.
Girl, she's 20 fucking 1. I really don't understand how this world we live in be expecting people at 21 to be mature as if they were 31. She's still young. You knew what you were getting yourself into by bringing her onto the cast. She's gonna do some young, immature shit. Like, the fuck? Now, I get that, you know, on the flip side, people do get irked with it. I understand, you know, especially if you're a little older, you're a little more wiser, or supposed to be wiser, because there's still some old heads that's still lost out here, and they don't got no fucking wisdom. But honey, that's another video for another time. You know, I understand that you're older, and you're supposed to be wiser and all that shit, and you're more calm now because you're older. But, you know, you bore a young, spunky, hot, fiery, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to like turn up and just say whatever I want and do whatever I want type of female into the group, Natalie. So I don't know, to me it should be expected on how Krishan acts. In the midst of this scene, you see Rolly over here calling out Natalie for being a punk ass bitch when it comes to Krishan, because Natalie is not, and I repeat, she is not trying to get her ass whooped on national TV again, like how she did on her very first season 4 when Portia had whooped her ass so bad to where Natalie just did not see the shit coming. And I totally agree with Rolly. I do feel that, Natalie, if you're going to be tough with one person, sweetheart, keep that same energy with everybody else. Don't feel tough because there's all these security guards around you to protect you from Krishan, to make sure your ass don't get beat up, but you want to get all up in everybody else's faces. No, I totally agree with Rolly on that. Keep that same energy, boo. But Natalie is getting pissed because she feels Krishan is not letting her speak. All of a sudden, she decides to show her power as executive producer and pull over the motherfucking sprinter. And she's telling producers to get Krishan out of the fucking sprinter. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this review. So in the preview of the next episode coming up for Sunday, that's when we see all the girls getting off. And you know, I don't know if Krishan is there or not, but we shall see. They partying, turning up. And then as well, we see the producers talking to Natalie saying that the Baddies bus had left because they were just too much for that bus. The bus driver couldn't take it no more. And then, oh my God, y'all, we finally get to this fight. We see Slim and Rolly versus Jayla and motherfucking Krishan. Krishan is going against Slim and Rolly is going against Jayla. Now, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Slim, I applaud her for being a tough woman. She doesn't take anybody's bullshit. I applaud her for that. I truly do. I respect people like that. But I don't think she could fight that well. And it would not surprise me if Krishan whooped her ass, but I don't know if she whooped her ass. We shall see. But when it came to Rolly and Jayla, now Jayla, she always had them things. She boop boop. Jayla already, you know what I mean, uppercut. She already had them things. And from the preview, it looked like Jayla got the best of Rolly, y'all. So y'all be thinking just because somebody big as shit that, oh, they just gonna win. No, boo boo. I keep telling y'all, us small people, we got that agility. We be fast as fuck. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know, y'all. Jayla might have whooped Rolly's ass. It looks like it from the preview, but we shall see on the next episode. So you guys, I don't have no further opinion about this episode. I kind of stated how I felt throughout the whole damn review. So anyway, you guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, show your girl some love, help your girl get to 2,000 subs. Make sure to leave some suggestions down in the comment section down below, and please give me a big thumbs up, for it helps to push my videos further out into the algorithm. I'm out this bitch. Deuces.